When a life ends, families are faced with many choices about how to honor and remember their loved one. One increasingly common option is cremation, a process that uses intense heat and carefully controlled conditions to reduce the body to bone fragments, which are then processed into what we commonly call ashes. This transformation is handled with great care, ensuring the process is both respectful and dignified. Choosing cremation is often influenced by cultural beliefs, religious traditions, environmental concerns, and personal wishes. For many, it offers a meaningful way to keep loved ones close, perhaps in a cherished urn at home, or to return them to a place that held special significance, such as a favorite park or the sea. Cremation is not just a technical procedure, it's a deeply personal act of remembrance, allowing families to create unique and heartfelt memorials that reflect the life and spirit of the person they've lost. Families often choose cremation for its flexibility. Memorial services can be held at any time or place, whether that's a quiet gathering at home, a ceremony by the water, or a celebration of life in a favorite outdoor setting. Throughout the entire process, funeral professionals handle every step with respect and dignity, honoring the deceased and supporting the family's wishes. Understanding cremation can bring peace of mind to those who are grieving, helping to demystify what happens after death and providing comfort during a difficult time. The resulting ashes become a tangible symbol of a life lived, a connection to memories, and a love that endures beyond physical presence. Whether the ashes are kept in a special place, scattered in nature, or interred in a cemetery, they mark the final chapter in a person's physical story, while their memory continues to live on in the hearts of those who loved them. Before cremation, careful paperwork and identification are essential. The funeral home gathers documents like the death certificate and a special cremation permit. Identity is confirmed at every stage, starting with matching the deceased to official records. A unique metal tag inscribed with an ID number is assigned and stays with the body throughout. The next of kin must sign an authorization form, confirming their understanding and consent. Medical devices like pacemakers are removed for safety. This meticulous process ensures trust and accountability. The metal tag endures the heat, remaining with the ashes as final proof of identity. Every detail is checked, showing deep respect for the deceased and their family. With all the necessary paperwork finalized and every detail carefully checked, the deceased is respectfully placed in a simple, combustible container. This container is most often made from sturdy cardboard or unfinished wood, both chosen for their ability to burn cleanly and efficiently during the cremation process. These materials are not only practical, but they also reflect a sense of simplicity and dignity, honoring the individual in their final moments before cremation. The container serves an important purpose. It ensures the process remains both dignified and sanitary, while also protecting the staff and equipment. It must be completely free of any metal parts, such as handles or decorative elements, to prevent any interference with the cremation and to comply with strict safety standards. Meanwhile, the crematory operator prepares the retort, a large, specialized furnace lined with thick, heat-resistant brick. The retort is preheated to an intense temperature, often exceeding 1,400 degrees Fahrenheit, to ensure a thorough and efficient cremation. This careful preparation is essential for a smooth and respectful process. Throughout the process, the operator closely monitors the temperature and all equipment, making precise adjustments as needed. This vigilance guarantees that the transformation proceeds exactly as intended, with safety and respect at the forefront. Using a mechanized loader, the container holding the deceased is gently and carefully placed inside the preheated retort. This step is performed with great care to maintain the integrity of the process and to show respect for the individual. Once the container is inside, the heavy retort door is securely sealed, ensuring that the environment inside remains controlled and safe. With the door closed, the cremation process officially begins. Importantly, only one person is ever cremated at a time. This strict policy upholds the highest standards of identity, dignity, and respect for each individual, ensuring that families can trust the process completely. Every step, from preparation to the final moments, is handled by a trained and compassionate professional. Their expertise and attention to detail guarantee that the process is carried out with the utmost care, honoring the wishes of the deceased and their loved ones. This marks the solemn beginning of the final transformation, as the journey through cremation commences with dignity, precision, and respect. Inside the sealed retort, powerful burners generate intense heat, breaking down the body's soft tissues into vapor and gas. The process takes 90 minutes to 2 hours, depending on factors like body size and temperature. The operator monitors the process, adjusting as needed for efficiency and completeness. Modern retorts use a secondary chamber to destroy smoke and emissions, protecting air quality. At the end, only calcified bone fragments and any non-combustible items like surgical metals remain. The chamber cools before the remains are removed. This controlled process ensures a respectful, environmentally responsible transformation. What's left are the mineral remains, ready for the next stage. After the intense heat of cremation, the chamber is left to cool for a period of time, allowing the remains to reach a safe temperature. Once cooled, the operator carefully sweeps out the coarse bone fragments, ensuring that every piece is collected with precision and respect. These fragments are then placed in a stainless steel tray, ready for the next stage of processing. At this point, the fragments, which look much like small pieces of gravel, are meticulously sorted. The operator uses strong magnets and hand-sorting techniques to remove any remaining metal objects such as surgical pins, screws, or dental work that may have survived the cremation process. Metals like titanium from joint replacements or gold from dental implants are separated out. These metals are not discarded, instead they are typically sent for recycling, ensuring that even in this process, valuable materials are not wasted and can be repurposed. With all metals removed, only the pure bone fragments remain. These are then placed into a special machine called a cremulator. The cremulator grinds the fragments into a fine, sand-like powder, transforming the remains into the form most people recognize as ashes. This fine, powdery substance is what we commonly refer to as ashes, though technically they are processed bone. Throughout every step, a metal identification tag remains with the remains, ensuring that there is never any doubt about their identity. This tag is checked and verified at each stage, providing peace of mind for families. The final processed ashes typically weigh between 4 and 8 pounds for an average adult, though this can vary depending on bone structure and age. Once the process is complete, the ashes are carefully placed into an urn or container chosen by the family, ready to be returned to their loved ones for memorialization or scattering. Every step of this process is handled with the utmost care, dignity, and respect, honoring the memory of the deceased and the wishes of their family. With the journey from body to ashes now complete, the remains are ready to begin their next chapter, held in memory and love by those left behind. The ashes are placed in a sealed bag, then into a labeled temporary container with the metal ID tag included. Families may choose a decorative urn, and staff carefully transfer the ashes if requested. The return of ashes is a significant emotional moment handled with compassion. The family receives the urn or container along with official paperwork. From here, families decide how to honor their loved one, keeping the urn, scattering ashes, or interring them. Each choice is deeply personal, offering closure and connection. The cremation process, from paperwork to return, is a journey of care and dignity. In the end, the ashes become a lasting memory held in loving hands,